There's something oddly refreshing about being straightforward and transparent with people. It can feel liberating to just tell it like it is, to express what we truly feel without batting an eye. After all, as Christians, we've been taught to value honesty and truth. But before we start hurling offensive truths and insults at people, we've got to be aware that our honesty is not a virtue if we use it for mere gratification of our own ego or to deliberately hurt the other person, especially as an act of revenge. There are people who pride themselves with being blunt or being completely honest, yet they do it not because they have a caring heart, but because secretly they get some pleasure from hurting people, the people that they hurt them by nailing them with the truth. They're really just full of ego and insecurity, but empty, zero, on Christian charity and empathy. Bluntness and brutal honesty require that we genuinely care about the other person and communicate with them in the most meaningful and effective way possible. And who better to show us an example of this than Jesus himself? We ought to be deeply impressed with his brutal honesty in today's passage from Matthew, where Jesus doesn't even hesitate to tell the men what they might expect if they followed him. Right off the bat, Jesus tells them that he is sending them like sheep in the midst of wolves. And later he tells them that they will be hated by all because of his name. And this is a warning to us that we should be constantly on guard for greedy and evil people. And they are the ones who are eager to throw us off our path. Jesus is pretty straightforward and brutally honest because he cares for his apostles. He cares for us. He forewarns us that when we stand up for the truth, it can lead to difficult confrontations. Truth can be a hard path to walk, maintaining the integrity of what we believe while remaining part of a family or community who sees things differently. But amidst all this, Jesus gives us hope. He tries to reassure us that we are not to worry. All we got to do is simply to take control of ourselves and be self-disciplined enough to have confidence in the guidance of the Holy Spirit. The virtue of hope is what sustains us. It comes to us as God's gift of love and faith. Our task is to walk faithfully with God each day. Simply do the next best thing. Then place everything, the good and the bad news alike, in the hands of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, who teach us to be the best version of ourselves. And the best version of ourselves is one who also inspires hope in others, and one who speaks with honesty and doing it out of love, compassion, and charity. So the next time you feel the urge to be brutally honest, remember that honesty starts 6 inches from the mirror.
Thank you for joining us for the celebration of the Mass today. It's a blessing that you are with us. Every broadcast of this liturgy goes out to hundreds of people and hundreds of people all over the world. It's been an enormous blessing. If you'd like to support this virtual ministry of OLPH, please go to our website. You can support this ministry by going to Give Central so that we can continue to broadcast the liturgy each and every week. Thank you for your support. Most of all, thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Greetings from OLPH.